This is an uncomfortable truth that a lot of you don't want to hear. When I first heard it, I kind of was like, well, that's kind of screwed up. But the reality is, embracing this truth changed my life. Whatever situation you're dealing with right now, and we're all dealing with different things in our lives, it may not be your fault. However, it is your problem. When people hear this at first, some people get offended. They're like, well, what are you talking about? The reality is we all deal with different things and different obstacles in our life. I dealt with some serious things. Those of you who know my story know some of the serious things I've dealt with that were completely not my fault. However, I had to deal with them, so they were my problem. A lot of people in this world will have different things happen to them and they'll say, oh, it's not my problem, it's not my problem. Guess what? If it's happening to you, it is your problem and you have to deal with it. I talk to people all across the country when I travel, even around the world, and they have a hard time grasping this one thing. Bad stuff is going to happen. People are going to screw you over. Different things are going to happen in your world, whether it's your business, relationships, whatever it might be. I have dealt with it all until I embraced this mindset, saying, okay, maybe this situation is not my fault. However, it is my problem and I have to resolve this problem. The onus is on me to resolve this problem, deal with it accordingly, and move on. If I put myself in the mindset saying, hey, first of all, this is not my fault and someone did this to me, someone hurt me, someone screwed me over, whatever it might be, and I just kind of now sit with that and sulk and become a victim, and I don't work to solve the problem, owning that it's my problem, not my fault, but my problem, that is what the bottom 99% do. If you're serious about reaching your ultimate ambitions, you have to step back and say, okay, not my fault, but definitely my problem. And now how am I going to move forward to solve this problem? Whatever it takes, whatever you have to do, you own it. And that's a hard pill to swallow, that you're trying to solve a problem that's no fault of yours. However, it's adversely affecting your life and you need to deal with it. When you go to the problem solving point, you cannot solve that problem from that mood that you were in when the problem arrived. So someone screws you over, there's something that's happening in your world, completely not your fault, your mood is going to be off. My mood was off when different things happened to me, but I knew that I couldn't go into problem-solving mode to get myself out of that situation, resolve that situation, with the same mood that I was in from the point where I found out I was screwed over. So I had to change my mood and I had to change my mindset to say, okay, got it, this is a situation not caused by me, it's the fault of someone else. However, I have to resolve this. It is my problem and I have to solve this problem. So I am going to now get out of that mood of anger, animosity, whatever it might be, and put myself in a mood of problem solving. I'm going to solve this problem from the energy of being a problem solver and not from that negative energy or that negative space. Someone screwed me over and I'm a victim. No, that is not going to work. Now, believe me, when I first started out on this journey, that was me. I was angry and I was saying, hey, this person screwed me over, whatever, because the color of my skin, racist, what it was that I was dealing with, I was trying to solve or get out of that situation from this position of anger. And this position, I had like hate and animosity and whatever. I had to get out of it. I had to break it. And when I was a young man, it was really hard. As the years have progressed, I've learned to realize that you're not solving any problems from that mood and from that energy. So dealing with something like that, first things first, get out of the whose fault it is mindset or the victim mindset and get to the point of saying, okay, not my fault, but I am going to figure this out, and I'm going to figure this out from a mood of positivity and a mood of growth and a mood of wonder and a mood of abundance. If you start doing that, you'll see how much quicker you solve the problems that weren't your fault. You just move forward at a different velocity with a different energy. Your vision is even more clear when you put yourself in that mindset and in that space. It is one of the most important things I tell people to do when they're problem solving. We're all going to have problems in our life that come in. Family problems, relationship problems, problems with our body, whatever it might be. Step 1, shift your mood. Step 2, own it. Step 3, move forward by changing your energy. In this life, you know you're not going to have this perfect life. No one has a perfect life. You might see that on social media and these people who look like they have these perfect lives. It's just not real. The people who are the most powerful in this world are the people who are the best at solving problems efficiently. And when they do that, when they learn to solve problems fast and move forward out of it and get out of that energy of, oh my God, this thing is bringing me down, this is a major problem. I talk to some high-level business people people. And I've been present when they've been dealt some bad news about their business or whatever it might be. And I look at them and I see how calm they remain, how just stoic they are. And then they shift their mood and they use their knowledge base to solve that problem. I don't know if you've ever been in a situation where you got to go into an ER or a trauma bay in a hospital. I was there as a police officer. You bring people in who are either shot or stabbed or serious car accident, and you see the team of people coming in working on this person who is severely injured. Now, they have this person coming in that's severely injured, and they know that they have to have a certain mood, a certain energy, a certain calmness to make sure that they're just not running around like crazy and things are going crazy haywire, right? You might see that on TV, like on the show, Grey's Anatomy or ER for those back in the day watching ER, but that is for TV. The reality is you have to keep your mood and your mindset at a certain level, because you're not going to be able to help that person and do anything helpful for that person if your mood and your energy is that of a person who just got mangled in a car accident or got shot, right? Because that person's either in severe pain, they're freaking out, whatever it might be. So the same goes for you in your daily life. Doesn't matter what happens to you. Step one, own it. If it's not your fault, own it that it's not your fault and say, oh, I got it. This is not my fault. However, this is my problem, and I'm going to shift my mindset, shift my mood, and figure out the best way. I'm going to use my knowledge and my experience to solve this problem from a different mood and a different energy and move forward. The top 1%, that is how they operate every single day. Everyone knows more money, more problems. You start here with this much money and you get to here. The problems that you had here are just bigger problems on a different level. You have to change your mindset and your mood in order to deal with those things. It's just a part of growing your wealth and growing who you are as a human being. They even say with children, smaller problems. Bigger children, like teenagers, bigger problems. We all know that. So just shift your mindset, shift your mood, and get yourself out of that victim, who's at fault mindset. Put all that aside and say, I'm going to use my knowledge and my competency and my experience to solve this quickly and efficiently and get past this. Something you could even share with your children if you have little ones that you are trying to raise into responsible human beings. Thanks for watching. I love sharing these tidbits with you that I've learned as someone who grew up without a father, single mother. I had to pick all these little tidbits up throughout my life from mentors and people who shared their knowledge with me, and I'm just sharing it with you in case you're someone who's in my situation that is also looking for some insight, some mentorship, whatever it might be, and why not share it with you, because this is what I got and value from those who I learned it from. So I'm just sharing it with you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like the content on the channel, obviously you got the Ultimate Ambitions podcast where I'm speaking to people who have created incredible lives starting from nothing and grow to something and sharing their stories with you. So if you like stuff like that or you like these videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Of course, subscribe to the podcast everywhere you can find podcasts, Apple, Spotify, all that stuff. Love all the people who are commenting and listening. Love all of it. Share your thoughts, comment below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.